Alright, guess where you landed, baby. Landed at 5 Lakes Garage. And today we're back on our 2006 Mazda 3. Alright, so we thought we were going to do something very simple. I got Corbin, which is going to be the driver of this guy right behind the camera. He might be here a little bit later. But all we want to do is change the headlights. Now, I've already polished these headlights 2 or 3 times. I bought the kit. I used toothpaste. I used a bunch of different things, buffing wheel, and now they're foggy again. So I'm just going to get rid of them. And so I got these guys, some cheap knockoffs, and all you got to do is swap out the bulbs, put them in, and good to go. So at least that's what I thought. But I think Mazda, when they were teaming up with Ford, got contaminated. And if you've been around the channel long enough, you know my feelings about Ford. So anyway, kind of figured, oh, a couple screws, pop these out, pop the new ones in like a Honda, bam, done. Heck no. All right, so this is the new one here. Follow along. You got a screw, you got a bolt, you got a screw and a screw, and then you're like, oh, that's it. No, you're not. Because flip it over. You got another bolt, you got another screw, and you got another screw. Guess where they are? Behind the front bumper. So we got to get that guy off. And so I kind of figured we'll do a quick video just to show you how it's done, because I'm sure you're going to run into this too. Wow. All right. So I'm going to show you real quick of what we've already done and what we're getting ready to have to do. So open up the hood, obviously. So you have a screw. You got a bolt. You got another screw, and you think, oh, I just got some clips. No, you don't. So you got these guys here. Now these are the little bumpy stops that keeps the hood from slamming down too hard. And also it sets your depth and all that type of stuff. Now, we kind of found this out the hard way, but this sits in right here, just like so. Now if you pull this up, it pulls out, and then this just pops out. It was stuck, and I could not figure out, like, do you pull it out? Do you slide? I don't know. So I forced it and broke a little piece off, but it's okay. I still got 3 other tabs. This one, that one's busted up too, but it's going to be okay because it's just going to sit here like so. So anyway, I pulled that up. That comes out. Thinking, okay, no worries. Should be able to pull the headlight. No, you cannot pull that headlight out. And then you're going to say, oh, well, let me go ahead and pull the bumper off. Not that easy. Come on over here. Where's my light?
Wherever you threw it.
I charged it. Alrighty. Come on down to my lavatory here. Alright, so you have a tab. And you have a tab. Pull those off so this guy can actually fold in. But then it's all tucked inside, so you got to pry that open. And then right up in here. Where my camera? Let's see if I can see it. Right up in there, yeah, there's a bolt, and I'm trying to find it.
Is that the rusted one?
Yeah, that's the rusted one. I put it in my pocket. Put it in my pocket. All right, so this little rusty bugger here was keeping me. You can use a Phillips head, or a 5/16 will actually work. So you got to get that out. Got to get it out on both sides.
Wow, that missed.
Yeah, that was horrible. Okay, so you got those out. And then you come over here. Do the same thing, which I'm getting ready to do here in a minute. As soon as I get my tools. 5-minute job. That's all it was supposed to be. Can't get it done with this quick. And one thing that's interesting about this car is that we have so many different types of fasteners. Absolutely ridiculous. Now this one is a Phillips head, which I'm just going to force it out. All right, if I can get my fingernail in there. There we go. So pull this out. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. It really sucks when you can't see. There we go. All right, got your little screw. All right, don't take it off yet because you have electrical. Let's go back around. Yeah, we got crap everywhere. Ow, my knees hurt. Come on.
Don't under glasses.
Okay. Alrighty. So if you look under here, you got your fog light. Go ahead and disconnect that. Then you're gonna cruise over here, all the way back here. But you got to take all these little tabs out. This one already fell out because we had that fixed on the next project. We're going to unplug this and then pull off your tab. It looks like it's already pulled. Okay, so all this is going off too. You got some more connectors. I'll live. I can do it with one hand. All right, you pull these two off. Pull this guy off. Sorry there. Pull this guy off. So then hopefully everything should be free. And then you can pull this guy away. It's already pretty loose. All right, camera dude. I need 2 hands. All right, we got those off. Crap out of the way. All right, take both sides, like this, and just unhook it. There you go, unhook it. So that side's available. Over on this side, same thing. Now, in theory, if you got everything off, this should just come right off. Ready? Please don't break. In theory, you may have missed something. What did I miss? Oh, no, no. Ooh, I got you now, baby. Ha ha, you ain't messing with me.
That's all.
Guess what? You got 2 clips. Right in my fingers. The 2 clips, you pull that out and boom, comes right off. Now, just don't throw this to the side because it's going to get scratched up. And this is a fine steed of a Mazda 3. I'm just going to throw it over here in the corner. All right, so if you're taking this off, you might have another panel underneath. We don't have that because it kind of fell off on I-40. But if you have a new one over there in the box, that's going to be a little bit later. So let's see what else we need to do in order to get this thing off. Never done this before, so this is kind of new. All right, so it looks like there's a bolt there and a bolt there. I'm thinking it's a 10mm. And I apologize for my camera dude. He's not feeling well today. 1, 2. Uh-oh, it's moving. Look at that, finally. Can't believe you gotta take all that off. Alright, so let's get the bulbs out. Oh, connections in there. Bam! Alright, still got stuff falling out of it. I'm not sure what. Broken pieces, that's what we're falling. Alright, so these are some of the things you need to get out. So you need to get all this off. There's your screw down here at the bottom, all nice and rusty and crusty. And this bolt here is the one you just took off, and there's one up here you just took off. So you just need to change this bracket over. It looks like just change the bracket over to the new one. But first, make some room. I love you, Jerry. But man, you left a lot of mess, man. Good thing I have a scout to clean all this up for me. All right, get your little screw. It's Phillips head. It's the one sitting right here. Now there's a little clip right there that you have to get out. Don't force it or else you're gonna break it. So it's gotta be one on this side. Yep, there it is right there. Might need a screwdriver. It's right here. Hopefully my camera dude is not messing up. There you go. Alright, brackets off. There's your headlight. All nice and dirty and crusty. Okay, so we're still not finished yet, so we're gonna, is this the new one?
Yes.
Alright. So now we're gonna pull it up over here and we need to get the bulbs out. Now there's gonna be 3 bulbs. You got the side, you got the turn signal, high beam, low beam, all that type of stuff. And we're gonna figure out how to do that. Never done it before on this guy. Is it a twister? Nope, not a twister. Alright, so this guy just twists right out. Check your bulb. Wow, that's like from the 1920s. Way to upgrade there, Mazda. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, that one twists. Now on these halogens, don't touch the bulb, the filament, or whatever, not the filament, but the bulb itself. Your fingerprints will actually get on it and heat up when you have them on. And it shortens the lifespan of your bulb. It's just what they tell me, I don't know. So, we just got one more left. And of course, this one has all up there. Oh, that was easy. Alrighty. Alright. So to get this last one out, you just undo your metal ring, and you pull this guy out. Like I said, don't touch the filaments. You can check it, put it up to the light. Alright, well, hopefully it's alright. If not, we'll be doing this again. And watch out for little deviants. Don't want to put stickers all over you. Remember the time when I was in the shop and it was nice and peaceful? Yeah. Gone are the days. Alright, so we're going to put this guy back in just like we just took them all out. Wow, that one's actually missing a piece. Or at least it wasn't hooked up anymore. Okay. Alright, so it is slotted. And it looks like it goes like that. How in the tarnation am I supposed to do that? Alright, go ahead and put the first one in there, and this little wire bracket, don't be afraid of it. But this kind of just pulls out of the, well, pulls right out of the way. You stick it in there. There is a little groove right there that you need to make sure your bulb is in there. If you have yours in front of you, I'm sure you'll actually see it. Now on this guy down here, to actually get the bulb in there, right now it's pretty secure. This is the old one, the other side. We took it off so we can actually get a reference, because things won't jive it. And as you can see, it's nice and wobbly. This needs to be underneath that. So this needs to be underneath that, and it wasn't. So now on this side, we got it underneath the little clip down in there. And I need to find my light for my camera. This is getting ridiculous. All right, camera dude. All right, so then what we're gonna do is actually get our bulbs, regular ones. Just go ahead and screw them back in. Screw them back in. Okay, why isn't it not screwing in?
This is the right side.
Okay, hold on. It is clocked, so you have 3 little ones and 1 big one. Make sure the big one is in the slot. There you go. Look at that. All right. Once that's in there, you got one more bulb, which is on this side, which you got to find out what you did with it.
It's under. It's right there.
There you go. All right. Remember, don't touch it. Alright. Now you're still not done yet, because you need to get your little boot on. Now make sure this little boot right here doesn't have any cuts, any nicks, or anything like that, because if you get water in here, then you're kind of up the creek. There we go. Alright, so this guy is almost ready to go back in. So what we need to do now is actually put our bracket back. Jeez. Oh, I need room in this shop. Anyway, we're going to put our bracket back on. Keep your plastic on the lens as much as possible, so you do not want to scrape it up, scratch it up, whatever. Alright, we'll make it work. Let's get the screw. You gotta find your screwdriver. I'm sure Corbin's got it in his pocket somewhere.
Not anymore.
Even though he just looked when he's wearing jogging shorts or jammies or something. Alright, make sure everything is clipped in, which this side is not. We're going to find out why. So make sure it's the manufacturer, not manufacturing it right. Alright, let's go put this guy back on. Alrighty. So the good thing is that all these connectors are only going to go into the light that it likes. Alright, clip, and clip. Make sure they're in there, because if not, you're going to take it all apart. With my finger. Hey, it is so far not lining up. Let's find out why. I'm gonna try to keep my cool. I just threw out a short. I wasn't happy. So this is the problem I have with aftermarket. And I'm just gonna go on a small little rant here because I'm really irritated. All right, I'm just gonna call you out on it. All right, China, everybody knows you guys make every darn thing. Could you make it to where we don't have to keep sending it back to you just so you can give it to somebody else when it does not fit? Do your research. All right, here's the new headlight stuff. According to the site, it's supposed to fit a 2006 Mazda 3. It does not fit. Change all the bulbs, change everything. You saw all that. Put the bracket on. The bracket sort of fits. And then you try to put it in. It does not fit. Then you grab the other one. And then you pull this guy out just so you can see a little bit better. All right, what's the problem with this picture? They're close, but they are not the same. This thing right here is way too deep. It hits the upper arm here. This is actually too high. That's low. This is short. That's long. Does not fit a Mazda 3. So I'm just going to close this one out here. Now you know how to actually get the things off. So if you actually get something that actually fit, then maybe you can actually do this. Just do it in reverse when you actually put it together. Now what I'm going to do now is that I'm probably going to use some colorful words like yellow and green and purple just to be able to put everything back to where it was before so we can actually use this thing and get the rest of the parts on there. But that's annoying. Now I got to send those back and get some new ones, and maybe you'll see some new eyeballs on this thing one day. Just won't be today. So just do what you got to do. Don't get ticked off too much like I am right now. So we'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, welcome back. Guess where you landed? 5 Lakes Garage, baby. And we're back on our 2006 Mazda. Start over. Do it again.
Mazda.